What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm working on a 2017 Ram 2500 with the 6.7 Cummins. It's got some emissions issues, saying that the truck gives you like a 150-mile warning until it'll derate and stuff. I've reset that for him a couple times, but just got the urea pump in. It was on back order, and also got an injector, a urea injector. So I'll show you guys how to replace this pump first, and then in another video I'll make show you how to do the injector. It's a lot easier, but stay tuned. Alright guys, located about midway down the truck, you'll find this plate here. It's got 13mm bolts on the bottom. This is what houses your DEF pump. It's underneath this cover. So Alright, as you can see here, it's your DEF pump. Gonna need to remove this clip here, your wiring harness. You're gonna need to protect that. You do not want urea or DEF getting into this connector here. So I'll show you guys that. This clip, turn it a little bit, you can squeeze it, and you can remove it. A little bit of DEF should come out. DEF, urea, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so right here, the clip, get a little pick, pop this clip loose right here. Press up on it and unhook your connector. For mine, I've got a glove. I'm gonna wrap this thing just so I don't get any DEF fluid on it, and tuck it. Alright, next I'm going to siphon out as much fluid as I can. Right here you've got your intake or your fluid fill. So it's right next to the drive shaft. You're gonna look over, you're gonna push in this little green deal, push it in and pop it back. With that, I will start siphoning. I picked this little siphon up over at O'Reilly for like $4. It was like $4.99. Alright, as you guys can see, the old DEF coming out. You just want to get as much out of it as you possibly can, because once you pop that pump off the bottom, it's gonna make a huge mess. So I just want to suck out, get out as much as I can. Alright, so I've drained out as much as I could. It was a little bit below half full on the gauge. So now with this, they make a special tool to pop this outside ring off here. I do not have that, so I'm just gonna use a punch and a chisel to get this outside ring off. Of course, you need to slide it this way so that you can get it past these tabs here. Alright, so I've got this lock ring loose. Now, like I said, I had to get a pry bar situated up in here, right here on this lip, and I hit it with the hammer and it popped it loose and it fell down. I wouldn't suggest doing that unless you know what you're doing. You run the risk of possibly damaging your tank. So it has to get over these pieces right here, and they have little humps in them. So that lock ring goes on, pops on. That's what you have to get past. But like I said, they do make a specialty tool. I want to say it's like 20 or 30 bucks on Amazon. So I would suggest getting that personally. It's here. Right, so I do believe. Look at that. Stuff. Look at that. Alrighty. Alright, I've got the new unit here. Comes with this little yellow deal on there. Leave that on until you're ready to hook up your supply line. Yeah, nice and clean. Just make sure all these little tab deals are up inside the truck. Alright, so got the lock ring back in. So you can see it's sitting back in this little groove right here. So you know it's turned and tightened as much as it needs to be. It goes over here, starts, and then it needs to pop into here. So that's back in. Now, hook up your supply line. Take this off. Pops back on. Good. And now my wiring harness. Good. Okay, all right. Everything installed. Tight. Now I'm just gonna pour some fluid in and see what happens. Hopefully nothing, leak-wise. All right, so I've had the DEF fluid in the tank for about 10 minutes now, just checking for any leaks. I have none, so I'm gonna put the skid plate back on the bottom, and then that'll just wrap it up, guys. So as of right now, the check engine light has gone away, and I have not done anything. And I know it's not at a temperature high enough to even do a regen, so I don't know, maybe it just senses that the pump works or something, but I'll take it for a test drive, see what happens.